Widespread thunderstorms taking shape later today, and some of those could be heavy with strong to severe storms, including hail and some strong gusty winds. Hi, everybody. I'm Chief Meteorologist Chris Justus, keeping you posted along the way. Let's get right to it because there's a lot going on around town, including our first chance for rain in a while. Now, you'll see the forecast at the bottom part of your screen for your town. Let me know where you're watching from right now, if you will, and let me know what's on your mind here because I know my yard needs some rain. And, it's the first time we've had some thunder chances in a while. So, the forecast for today does include a low-end risk for severe weather. That does include Spartanburg eastbound through a large part of the Carolinas today. But almost all of us here across the southeast highlighted for some sort of thunderstorm chance today, of which could turn strong to severe. Tomorrow, we basically do the same thing over again. Very summer-like pattern here. No widespread chances for, soaking just long-lasting rain or thunderstorms where it's going to be a total washout, but there will be rain today, and some of that rain could be on the heavy side. We'll do this basically each day this week, highlighted here through Thursday into Friday. Now, not just daytime thunderstorms, we could have nighttime thunderstorms. And with that front nudging into the mountains today, there's going to be a large temperature differential, meaning the southern part of the upstate could be close to 80 degrees while the mountains are in the mid-60s. Just kind of par for the course with you starting off with some rain. Speaking of rain, let's track that brand new computer model here. Shows waves of rain basically highlighted or amplified by the daytime heat today. That'll lead to more widespread activity, and that'll slide into the upstate by noontime or thereafter. And some of that activity by 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 o'clock could turn on the strong to severe side with some heavy rain, thunder, and lightning certainly possible. Then we take a little bit of a break into the overnight hours, and we'll do the same thing again tomorrow. It may take until 1, 2, 3 o'clock, but the mountains will begin to form some storms first, and then that'll begin to slide into the upstate and Atlanta northbound 8, 9, 10 o'clock. I think tomorrow's storms are maybe a little bit delayed in the afternoon, possibly evening and overnight. Rumbles of thunder and heavy rainfall. Haven't had that in a while, but that could be through this model showing 2, 3, 4 a.m. Some heavy rain, maybe some rumbles of thunder and lightning. I don't see much of a tornado threat out of this activity. It's that time of year where, it wouldn't... anything is possible basically, but there's just not much wind shear in the atmosphere with this type of a setup. But we do have enough ingredients here for some strong winds. The fuel for those thunderstorms climbs up to around 1,000, which is an uptick from yesterday. So that does lead to the chance for some stronger storms here or there. That threat looks to be the highest. Charlotte eastbound. But as we go into Wednesday, same story, but probably a little bit more fuel. I'm seeing on the order of 2,000 to 2,500 joules of CAPE, which is a little bit more fuel or oomph for those thunderstorms. And that does come with lightning threats. I know many of you, even though it's not a severe storm, you get some lightning, you get some thunder. That certainly will catch your attention and can make you feel like it's a severe thunderstorm. And later tonight into Wednesday, I think is our greatest cluster of lightning activity. This would be Wednesday afternoon. Quite a bit of lightning activity, very electrical thunderstorms being possible. Now, this pattern is brought to you by a south-southwest wind, and that keeps the humidity locked in. I really don't see that moving over the next few days. And the models are in really good agreement with kind of a general south to southwest flow from the air. So one that's going to keep temperatures above normal to round out April and to begin May, but it's also going to keep us quite active in the rain department. I showed this last night. Anytime you see above normal rain in severe weather season, it also means above normal severe weather threat. So we'll have to watch that threat that some of us do get in on some stronger storms, especially in the middle part of the country. For us in the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida, I think the Southeast generally is going to see an uptick in thunderstorm chances. It is that time of the year where we have to start thinking about the tropics, and I'll keep an eye on that because each year, except for last year, over the last 5 have had a pre-hurricane season storm, meaning a May storm. Hurricane season officially begins June 1st. Right now, there's not much cooking in the Atlantic, as you would expect here in late April, but it is that time of the year that within the next 2-3 weeks that I wouldn't be surprised if something crops up that we need to keep an eye on. And it just seems like yesterday. Now, it's been almost 7 months since we've dealt with Hurricane Helene, but here we are going into our next hurricane season, and for me, that just seems like we just had hurricane season. So simply put, as we move throughout the day today, we are going to stand the chance for a little bit of rain and thunderstorms. I've got the radar here in the bottom part of your box. You can see that activity back through Atlanta that's going to try to work its way into our area. And as it does later today, it will bring the risk for isolated severe thunderstorms. And that will be the case really each day this week. I do think we taper off the rain and thunderstorm chances Friday into Saturday and Sunday, but there'll be isolated pop-up stuff each afternoon. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll keep you posted should anything turn strong or severe.